Made a lot of progress tearing down the deck today and found out some things about the deck as I did it. Got pretty much everything torn off the house now, minus this little section of ledger board here. I think that my contractor, when they put in the slider, reinforced the ledger support because he added these, looks like long structural screws, and they've got like an 8-sided Torx bit that probably comes with the screws, but I don't own one, so I can't unscrew it right now. And it's Labor Day, so Home Depot probably already closed. So I'll snag them tomorrow, pull this off probably tomorrow evening. Should be able to put a new ledger back up here. There's some other curious things with the way that they did this ledger. The grounding wire from the electrical box went right through it, so I'm gonna have to figure out a strategy. Either I'll drill a hole and rerun the ledger wire or try to notch it or something to get around that. A couple other things went around it. I will have to notch or run 2 separate areas of ledger where the main power comes into the box too. The other weird thing, which I didn't really know about, I knew this vent existed but not to where, is there is a vent that goes into the utility room, I think to bring in fresh air because everything's gas powered in there, and my guess is in case of a gas leak, that's a safety thing. And even though it's on the other side of the house, it vented right here, right through the ledger board, which is not exactly great. So I was planning to just run 2 12-foot 2x8s. I may need to break that up a little bit more than I thought, and maybe have whatever this is, a 7-foot section here, another section there. It's going to end up a little more cuts than I thought, but it should be fine as long as I adhere it to the wall right. The other thing they didn't do is you're not really supposed to attach a ledger board through siding. You want it to make direct contact with the house, not with the siding. So I will probably have to remove this siding where the ledger board goes and make sure it's affixed properly. Found out a lot of other shady things about how they did this. They spliced in multiple areas of the beam here, which I knew about, but it's even poorly done than I thought. The other weird thing is they've got proper deck footings here. These are actually into the earth. I wasn't even 100% sure they were. My guess is that they're like pre-formed and buried that way, but there was basically a like nail in the concrete that they just like hammered the bottom of a 4x4 into. I literally only cut the one newer footing and then I just pushed over the entire beam. So not exactly great when a little bit of force knocks over the entire thing and just rips the screws out of everything. So not exactly ideal. I was planning to try to get rid of this stuff with my truck, just load by load. But I think it's a lot more loads than I thought it was going to be. So I am going to rent a dumpster this week and get rid of this stuff. Footings should be coming to be poured probably Friday or Saturday. So we'll clear this out this week, get the footings poured a little bit further away from the house than they are now. They're probably about 9 feet and I want them about 10 feet from the house. So we'll get that fixed up. I'm also adding an extra footing. There's only 4. I'm going to do 5 and larger footings. Make sure it's really structurally sound. These are the stairs that we need to get demoed. It was built really, really poorly around them, even more than I thought as I ripped stuff off. I was basically pulling the ledger board off the wall with my hands. I don't even know that I used a pry bar. Not well done. So should be making a lot of progress on that this week. The other thing I don't think I mentioned in the last video is when we demo the concrete stairs, there was a little deck landing here. I'm not going to put a new deck landing there. What I'm going to do are pavers in this area, and I think we might bring it out a little bit further than where it was originally. When I have them demo the steps, I think I'm going to have them take out this first pad of concrete on the sidewalk if they can. If not, I'll try to do it myself. I should have tools to cut the concrete, but then breaking it apart will be hard. And then I'll probably run the pavers out from where that is to about the end of the deck. So we'll end up with like a 8-foot by 12-foot little patio section I'll put my grill out here. We'll probably run the hose stuff out here. So it'll be like a little miniature patio down on the ground here. So progress should really get underway this week here. Happy to have the deck finally demoed, although the dogs aren't that pleased they don't have a deck to hang out on anymore. Phoebe's trying to go up on where she thinks the deck is, and it's not there. So that's a little sad. But with any luck, I can get potentially a functioning deck back here in maybe a little over a month. I don't know if I'll have the cable railing on that fast, but I'd like to have decking back on in 4 to 5 weeks, hopefully. We'll see if I can hit that timeline.